Hi everyone, welcome to Pawpaw's Workshop. Today is part 3 of my bath remodel. Today we get to finish everything and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So let's get started. Now I know it's been a couple of weeks since I did part 2, and the reason being is it took that long to get the measurements and the shower door ordered and be able to get it installed. Now this door for this shower is 35 inches wide. That was one of the goals that we had for the shower, is to get a wider door for easier access. The other second reason was we needed to have a lower base to be able to step into the shower. We had an 8-inch step before and that was way too high. Now we've got a step that's about 2.5 inches high, far better. And the third thing that we did is permanently be able to attach the handicap grab bars for the shower. So we've been able to accomplish all of those goals. And the last benefit that we was able to achieve as just an extra bonus was using this cultured marble made the shower actually larger. And larger is better. It gives us more room to be able to maneuver inside of the shower. The first part is the base of the shower, and anytime that they pour the base, it's always oversized and they cut it to fit on the job site itself. Once cut, they bring it upstairs and actually go ahead and fit it and put it in. And you can look at that drain pipe and see how much lower it is compared to the old shower. So the next thing is just time to cut that off and get it down flush so that the drain cover will be able to go on to it. And of course they seal that pipe to the shower base itself with silicone. To install the panels itself, they use the glue and lots of glue. This not only holds the panel to the wall, but it also helps to be able to level it. Because as they put each panel in, they tap it to make the glue spread out and to get the wall completely plumb. So here's that first panel in, all done. It looks great. And there's no seams in this, and that's another thing that I like. Moving on to the other panel, they actually had to cut the holes in it, fit it into place, and make sure that it is perfectly plumb as well. That's the most difficult part because of all the holes that they had to cut. Next, I want to show you the step, and it's actually 2 2x4s that are on the floor, and it provides the support that it needs to be able to have the base. And on the inside, you can see that actually about 1.5 inches of a drop. Then the next thing, they put a 2-inch molding around the entire shower, both at the top and the bottom, and of course along the edge where it meets the sheetrock. So this is where the shower is actually completed now for installing the actual marble itself. The next part came with the seat, determining how high we wanted that, and it is bolted into the wall with that reinforcement wood that you saw earlier. The last thing we did, we installed the handicap bars that you see there. Now you see the spray nozzle there that is not attached to the wall. Plumbers, when they trim it out, do not attach that. That is left for you to be able to install, and let me show you how I did it. Now I had a piece of the scrap marble to be able to use to be able to experiment with, because typically you do not drill into this marble to secure anything, because as that seat, that would not hold. You have to have that wood behind it. The handicap bars, you have to have the wood behind that marble to be able to support it. But the handle itself for that spray nozzle is lightweight. So the first thing I did is experiment and say, well, silicone is a glue as well, so would that hold? The silicone worked great for the mount to the marble itself. That held. But the way that the handle was designed, the next piece did not hold. And I tried both hot glue and I tried a silicone and a combination, and it fell off. The end result, I had to drill holes into the marble. So with this piece, I was able to experiment. The first thing that I did is just took a number 6 wood screw and I drilled the appropriate pilot hole into it. And what I did is then screwed it in. And as I screwed it in, it started actually separating the marble itself. So if you can look at this in the camera, you can see how it's pulling that surface away. That's not what I want. I needed to have a smooth surface, and of course I definitely did not want to have that separating, because over time that would split out more and more and eventually fail. So that did not work. So the next thing that I tried was the drill and the tap. So I got the number 6, this is a 6/32 screw with the machine threads on it, and I went ahead and drilled and tapped that hole, and that worked absolutely fantastic. So this now was able to screw in, and it held the handle very securely. So I can tighten that down nice and tight, and that worked, and it didn't pull away the marble from the surface. And the threads inside, of course, are actually holding this. So that's the route that I went. So I screwed the handle onto the marble using the metal screws. Now the other thing that you want to make sure that you do, don't use just regular screws. You need to use stainless steel screws because of all the moisture. So while the plumber was there trimming out the shower, we also put in the new sink and a new toilet. The sink itself had broken. A couple weeks later, it's time to put in the shower door itself. So there's all the pieces. The top rail goes in, the glass goes in, very small piece of glass, because the bulk of it is the door itself. Now this is a frameless design, so you can see the metal hinges here on the door itself. And then the last thing here is the completed project. The door's installed, all the marbles in, everything's completely finished, and quite frankly, I'm just thrilled to death with how it turned out. I absolutely love it, and more importantly, the wife loves it too. And here you can see how that handle was attached. Worked out great, and I have had no problems with it at all. I think that's going to last for a long, long time. So the upgrade of the shower was a huge success. We now have the handicap bars in, we have the lower step, and a larger door. Perfect combination. Hi everyone, thank you for watching my video today. If you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and the little bell next to it so you'll be notified on the different videos that I upload. Also check out the videos over here to be able to stay up to date on the happenings in my shop. So again, thank you for watching my videos.